And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in. There to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now. And the catch made by Walters. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Boxing. I got you. Slam. Hey, Mike, you're gonna do it.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Hilliard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dontrell Hilliard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
You got three down. Let's go, D.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, Charlie. Watch twist.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
88. Back north. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 5. 51's to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 51.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away.
The Ravens take over 1st.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, my 7.
Here we go. Jim. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Look at the 8.
I'm coming for you. You might. Throw me. Switch it. Watch your ship.
Inside.
Hey, watch the ship.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on, fellas. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down.
Let's go. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They go play action with Jackson being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson, he's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1978, right? Kenny Stabler, forward fumble. Dave Casper falls on the end zone. Oakland beats him on the last play of the game. But that was a live football. And what a nice job he did to fall in the end zone. And yes, indeed, folks, that's a touchdown.
By the way, John Madden was coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now the 3rd down. Throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
42's the mic. Wildfield.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. Boom.
They'll run it with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hey, Delta. Box it.
Check 48.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Orbit. Yeah.
Hey, let's go. You can't block me.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
3 down. Jump out. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Plant.
Squeeze, double. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Now Rodgers. incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Challenge, don't let challenge.
Hey, watch it. No. Off.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Wide left.
Crash.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4.
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike's 56. Come to my work. We want it.
26.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Haywood. Boxing.
Mike, 56. 56.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got some space here. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Walters. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Stay with your man. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Here we go again. No, check that, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On second down now, it's Burnett. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Check 99. Check. Check, Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burnett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll run on first down. It's Burnett, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, check 24.
To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We 19. We got 3. We got 3. Mike 35. Mike 35. Bravo. Here we go. 35's the mic. Jim.
35, Mike, 35. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm here and here. Maybe that.